Hello from me, Lazarus. Welcome to the next lesson in the course on creating a website from scratch. First of all, I'm currently working on my third book, Master Techniques in Responsive and Responsive Design. It's a sequel to my book on building a website from scratch. In the new book, I'm going to tell and show how to make your website responsive. And I'm going to show the whole process. Something you rarely see. And I'll also be covering new master techniques and concepts in responsive and responsive design and CSS in general. But let's move on. We're currently working on my book, Building a Website from Scratch, and we're about halfway through the paid part for CSS programs, tools and resources. Let's open the PDF file. We have reached CSS Frameworks. They are specially designed programming environments, frameworks. They contain ready-made libraries with pre-written classes and created templates. They are usually in the form of an external file that links to our project, and it is added to the header of the web page. Their advantages are that they give the possibility of creating HTML layout. Their layout is based on layers, columns and grids. Helps build websites faster, compatible with different browsers, makes teamwork easier. Their disadvantages are as follows: they create a lot of extra code that will not be used in the project. The design also depends on the specific CSS library. The need to add multiple classes to a single element violates the very principle that CSS was created for. It leads to the creation of uniform and homogeneous websites. And I will add an additional minus: now from my recent years of experience, programmers are learning the wrong way of working, to write a class for everything, instead of using selectors, semantic tags, and only when necessary, then resort to using classes. Does the developer necessarily have to use a frame? No, of course. This is just a way of working. Usually, every good web developer over time creates his own code modules, which he uses in the future. So I'm not a fan of using frameworks. Here are some of the most popular. Bootstar. This is the most popular thanks to several factors, but mostly the right time, in the right place, as they say. Thanks to its responsive design, created by a team at Twitter, launched in 2011. It prioritizes mobile devices, based on HTML. CSS and JavaScript. Open source. That's the address. Tailwind is next up, also open source. Unlike other frameworks, it does not provide predefined classes such as buttons or tables, but creates a list of CSS classes that can be used to style any element by mixing and coincidence. Here's its web address. Foundation is the next complex frameworks, based on CSS and HTML codes, and JavaScript, also mainly for mobile devices. Release 2011, open source. In general, see that almost everything here is open source. Materialize is a development of Google since 2014. It is a set of ready-to-use elements made in Material Design. One of the most sought-after languages in the world for design purposes. It has rich functionality, Works with CSS preprocessor. Includes Bootstar's column grid and integrates with Google Maps. Here is his web address. Pure is a newer framework developed by the American search engine Yahoo. It is used to quickly create attractive websites. With an intuitive interface. Based on normalized CSS adaptive modules, which can be applied to any project. It is simple and easy to use. It can be customized according to the parameters desired by the developer. This is its web address. It is a framework characterized by a modular and lightweight structure. It has features that are different and allow it to stand out. For example, to preview a page from the site in real time, you can note the coloring of the text in HTML. It also works with the Markdown language. Boma is the last framework I will introduce. It offers ready-to-use interface components that you can combine to build responsive web interfaces. So, that's it for frameworks. But before that we'll mention a little bit about preprocessors, or not. Actually, I'll leave that for next time. That will be all for this lesson. Best regards.